Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sanansari. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll teach you exactly how to approach a menopause wanting HRT OSCE station in MRCOG Part 3. Now, this is a high scoring station if you structure well, communicate empathetically, and cover all safety points along with HRT counseling. I'll show you how to use 2 minutes reading time smartly and then a 10 minutes speaking template. Coming to the first 2 minutes when you're reading the candidate's instruction. Don't waste time reading passively. Divide it into three steps. Identify the task, take history, counsel about HRT, and address the concern. So, this is a combined station where you have to take history and then counsel the patient. Step number two is identify the concern. So, this is a 53-year-old postmenopausal woman. She has not had periods from the last 1.5 years and she's suffering from hot flushes and mood swings. So, the diagnosis is menopause with vasomotor symptoms. Third step is planning the structure. Always write name, age, and the clinic at the top of your notes so that you don't miss on patient safety. Now you mentally decide the opening, focus on the history. You have to rule out all the contraindications of HRT, explain her about menopause, offer HRT, the risk, benefits, the safety concerns, and the red flag signs. This is what examiners want, a structured thinking. Now, coming to the 10 minutes performance. Step 1 is introduction and setting an agenda. Hi, I'm Dr. Sanansari, one of the doctors in this clinic today. May I confirm your name and age, please? How would you like me to address you? I understand you have been experiencing symptoms like hot flushes and night sweats, and it's affecting your quality of life. Is that right? Now take a pause, let the patient talk. Then set the agenda. Today, I'd like to understand your symptoms in detail, check if there is any medical concern, and then discuss the treatment options, including HRT. Does that sound okay? Then comes the history part. Ask her about the menopausal symptoms. If they are a lot in number, you can ask what symptoms are troubling you the most. Hot flushes, night sweats, sleep disturbance, mood changes, vaginal dryness, libido, or urinary symptoms. Ask which symptoms bothers you the most. How is it affecting your daily life or sleep? Now, this gives you severity and justification for starting treatment. Don't forget the red flag signs. Ask the history of postmenopausal bleeding, unexplained weight loss, and breast symptoms. Then, in the past medical history, you have to rule out all the contraindications of HRT like blood clots, breast cancer, liver disease, heart disease, migraine, or stroke. So, in this case, she has a history of blood clot. That's the hidden agenda. So, you have to ask more about the blood clots like where exactly is the blood clot? Are you on blood thinners? Is it controlled? When did it happen? Was it in the leg or lung? What was the trigger? Did it happen after surgery or pregnancy? Are you taking any blood thinners? And did you have any recurrences after that? Also confirm whether her diabetes and blood pressure is under control and is she on medications for that also. Now, in the family history, you have to rule out the history of breast, ovarian cancer, and clots. After signposting, ask about alcohol, smoking, sexual activity. Also, ask about the BMI, when was the last smear done. So, you don't have to take the full history, only relevant HRT screening history. Never forget to ask about allergies. Now comes the explanation part where you'll explain about the menopause. From what you have told me, your symptoms are consistent with menopause. Don't worry, it's a natural stage where the female hormone levels, especially the estrogen, it falls, leading to symptoms like hot flushes and mood changes. Just keep it simple. Now you offer her the treatment options. List all the options explaining her pros and cons of each. Lifestyle measures include sugar, blood pressure, and weight control, and daily exercise. There are some hormonal treatments wherein we replace the lacking estrogen hormones in your body. I'll come to it in detail. And then there are some non hormonal treatment options like giving you happy pills, which contains serotonin and gabapentin. Now, coming to your main concern, HRT. It is effective, but in your case, we need to be more careful because you have a history of blood clots and medical conditions like sugar and blood pressure. HRT comes in two forms. HRT, if we give you through tablets, it can increase the risk of blood clots. But there are some transdermal forms wherein we give you HRT through patches and gels. They may be safer, but it has a lower risk of clots compared to tablets. Giving you transdermal HRT will require specialist opinion before starting. So I'll refer you to menopausal clinic to choose the safest option for you. Now the benefit of starting transdermal HRT is it will improve your symptoms, improve the quality of life, and it is good for your bone health also. But apart from the risk of developing blood clots, there is small risk of developing breast cancer if taken for a long time, and there is risk of stroke as well. Also, if started on transdermal HRT, we'll review in 3 months and then after 1 year. But if at any time you feel there is vaginal bleeding, breast changes, or there is leg swelling or chest pain, then you have to report immediately. Now, do you have any concerns? What are your thoughts about? So, in this station, you list all the treatment options and explain her there is a risk involved with transdermal HRT also, and you will refer her to menopausal clinic. If you want more MRCOG Part 3 OSCE templates like this, structured and exam ready, comment OSCE below. I'll create more real case simulations for you. Thank you.